Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Roddy again, and today I'm practicing my English as usual. And today I'm going to talk about my situation in relation to what you might call perfect or correct English. You see, for me, learning English is very difficult because I'm a non-native speaker of English and I'm far from being smart, and I'm certainly not smart by any measure or by any standard. But I always try my best to learn, and I just keep practicing, and I always try my best to practice. But then again, it's truly hard because on the one hand, I know I make mistakes when I'm practicing my English, and on the other hand, I don't know exactly when I'm committing any mistake or making any mistake. That's to say, I think that while I may be aware of some of my mistakes, I think I am not aware of some of my other mistakes or many of my other mistakes. And so it's really hard. But then I always try my best. I also try my best to not let this problem be a reason for me to judge myself harshly. Because when I see other non-native speakers of English making mistakes while trying their best to communicate with me or anyone else, it's completely fine for me. I understand them, they understand me. That's all that matters to me. But then, I know to myself that I want to really learn. But then also, I know, with the help of my background in linguistics, that there are what you might call two types or two kinds or two branches of grammar. We have the descriptive grammar, which simply tells us how people actually speak a language in daily conversations in the streets, in the marketplace, all right, basically anywhere outside the formal institutions. And on the other hand, we have what you might call the prescriptive grammar, which tells us how grammar structures should be written or spoken. But then, while I know that descriptive grammar exists and it's truly functional, really, if we're only talking about communication and language is a tool of communication, in a way I can't help it but think of prescriptive grammar rules, probably because I've been conditioned to do so by schools and universities. But then, nevertheless, I always try my best to learn English and to practice English by simply using English in ways that are meaningful to me. So, for example, I read the books that I find interesting in English, and then I write down my notes in English, and then I practice my English here on YouTube, just like what I'm doing now. And I have foreign friends to speak with who are, unfortunately, mostly busy, but I can't blame them because they also have to work. So, and then of course, for some of you or a few of you who have been following this channel or watching my videos, you know very well that I practice my English while playing Tekken 3, right? And, other Tekken games too. So, that's it. That's my situation. It's really hard, but I always, again, as I've said, I always try my best to keep practicing, to keep learning, and to do whatever I can to just learn more English and at least be fluent enough to communicate with you all. Thank you very much.